From 1968 comes the absolutely fantastic The Odd Couple, a movie that I haven't seen in decades, and one that I don't think I fully appreciated till I sat down and watched it this time. I always enjoyed Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau together. They were kind of a great partnership. I particularly have strong memories of Grumpy Old Men. When we're going to get that double feature released? Anyway, The Odd Couple from 1968, written by Neil Simon, opens with that fantastic theme that just everybody must know. As soon as you hear it, it just brings back memories of this movie, brings back memories of countless different films that it's appeared in, or TV shows as well. It's a terrific score, and it just comes all the way through this. We're initially thrown into the world of Felix, played by Jack Lemmon, who is rather despondent at the start of this movie, wandering around New York looking for a place to kill himself, but still making sure it's neat and tidy so there's no mess for anybody to really clean up. And we kind of jump from there to Oscar, played by Walter Matthau, who's having a card game with his group of friends. There lies an empty chair at the table, and some of these scenes are absolutely fantastic. The scenes where the guys are just hanging out, just being guys.
Still didn't fix the refrigerator. It's been 2 weeks now. No wonder it stinks in here.
Temper. If I wanted nagging, I'd go back with my wife. I'm out. Who wants food?
What do you got?
Just constantly bickering and niggling each other. It's terrific scenes and really builds a sense of camaraderie, which is even more strongly pronounced when you realise that Felix hasn't turned up. And when they get a call from his wife saying that they have just split up and that their 12-year marriage has now come to an end, they become a little bit worried about Felix until he turns up there.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. He makes me nervous.
I make you nervous, you make me nervous, you make everybody nervous.
I'm sorry, forgive me, I'll kill myself.
Marie! I'm sorry.
And Oscar, being a good friend, invites Felix to stay for a little while to go and get his feet back on the ground, to realise what his life is now going to be, because Oscar is also a divorced gentleman. But these two are just chalk and cheese. It's the title of the movie, The Odd Couple. There's been so many plays on this since this release, but I think this does it exceptionally well because of Matthau and Lemmon, who just work fantastically well off each other.
What's the matter now?
No, I got this. My ears are filling up. I got this sinus condition. It's the change in temperature. I always get it from air conditioning.
Lemmon, I think, is such a pain in the ass throughout this. He is a man with his heart on his sleeve, who tries to do his best, who is constantly getting under Oscar's feet by tidying up, making the place nice, moving things, whereas Oscar just is happy living in almost squalor. But throughout the movie, you get these two gentlemen dealing with issues within their lives, and the fact that they're together, cohabitating, having some sort of friendship and living with each other, become the best versions of themselves, even though they've had this life-changing event. And the movie has some riotous set pieces as well. I think one of my favourites is when Oscar invites down a couple of people who live in his building for a day, and he goes away to make drinks, and by the time he comes back, Felix has completely destroyed the situation in such a way that Oscar's plans for the night just won't go ahead. Like I said, there's plenty of scenes where you have the guys together just talking and being guys, and they are incredibly fun and engaging, as are a lot of the characters within this film.
Well, last night it was so bad. Gwen and I sat there in nature's own, cooling ourselves in front of the open fridge. Can you imagine such a thing?
Well, I'm working at it.
Honestly.
It's got some really nice directing touches as well, which I really appreciated. It's based on a play, and knowing that going into it, you have certain ideas of how it's going to be delivered, and the filmmaker seems to have that in mind and almost teases you when you get into Oscar's flat. It kind of lingers on the one room. and you're curious about where the logistics and geography of the rest of this flat, and you feel like you're never going to see it, but very quickly we get into all these rooms and get to see the nooks and crannies after a period of time. The Odd Couple is a timeless classic in my eyes. Incredibly fun, endearing, and just a great watch. One with some amazing performances, with amazing score, with wonderful direction, and an astute screenplay by Neil Simon, who really does tee up a lot of the balls for these guys to just hit home runs constantly throughout the movie. The Odd Couple was an absolute joy to watch. One of those movies that when it finishes, you instantly put it back on, and I watched it again straight away. So enamoured by this one. Can't wait to go in and check out the sequel, which comes in the box for this. It's an Odd Couple box set, which I've got just over here, which, you know, I can't wait to move on to the second part, which came out 30 years afterwards, 1998, I believe. Be interested to see how that goes. Now, I'd love to know your opinion of this movie. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts, and if you click that like button, well, it stops Felix from doing something drastic. And as always, there's more content up here. You want to see more of my stuff, and if you really want to support the channel, you can join the membership program or the Patreon, which really go to help this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.